lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
There's a lot of passion about this Uncharted 4 business. Like the passion from DWS, the Destroyer.
I thought you were going to say, like, the passion of the Christ.
DWS to me means Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who's the Democratic chairman for the party chairman.
You're such a nerd. God, you're a nerd.
Because all the blogs,
Shut up, nerd.
Because all the politics blogs call her DWS.
That's cool, I guess. Nerd. He writes into beyond.ign.com just like you can. It says, Dear Mr. Miller, Dr. Moriarty, and the never-rotating third chair, Marty Sleva. I can't be the only person who's very skeptical about Uncharted 4's apparent 2015 release date. It makes sense that Naughty Dog and Sony would announce and push for a 2015 release as the prospect of a new Uncharted will sell systems. But if the rumors are to be believed, the early build of Uncharted 4 was mostly scrapped and started from scratch late last year due to some internal issues at Naughty Dog. Also, the recent gameplay revealed, which looked fantastic by the way, did look distinctly like an extremely well-polished pre-alpha build, the kind they'd use to test stuff like foliage and AI. All that compiled with the fact that several high-profile PS4 games have already been suffering delays, and Naughty Dog titles always have impeccable high standards, leads me to think that we won't see Uncharted 4 until sometime in 2016. Are these concerns warranted, and do you think a 2015 release date is realistic? Sincerely, Debbie Washington Schultz, the Destroyer. That was her name?
Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
The Destroyer.
I was close, though, huh?
Yeah,
we talked about this last week. The fact that I had the belief that Uncharted 4 will not come out in 2015. That is one of my predictions.
I also don't
think
Zelda will come out this year.
Oh, yeah, no way. Is Zelda, okay. Have they even said 2015 for that?
They have.
They did, yeah.
Should I double or nothing my Jose Secotero belt?
You have a Steakotero belt?
Anyways, let's get off that one. No. Yeah, I don't think it will make it this year.
Uncharted?
Yeah.
Neither do I. Which is fine. I mean, my whole thing now is, I'm fine. Just delay the game. It's fine.
Right.
It's just make it a good game. There's more than enough to play.
I think that, we always talk about the Arkham Knight delay being like, okay, you guys knew you were not hitting that.
Sure.
I think Naughty Dog is 1,000% pushing for 2015. Probably already crunching, working insane hours, doing all these amazing things. But I think they're going to get to that point somewhere in the summer, maybe somewhere in like September. Yeah. Just be like, we need more time. Yeah. We don't want to put out a product that isn't what we want. Just like they did with Last of Us, where it's like, hey, it sucks to do this, but blah, 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 blah. We're pushing it.
Yeah. And I mean, being a part of, having Sony at your back, you can get a lot of external development. You can offload a lot of certain key parts of development to other studios, to outside sources. I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, I mean, we saw running the game, look great at PSX, obviously, but it also seemed like a very
vertical slice, right? Like, here's what we want to show you right now, and there's so many other things to do there. I think that I'll go back to all the time with like Neil and Bruce are amazing game creators, amazing game developers, and I think it would be foolhardy to say that, all right, Amy's leaving the project, you guys are now in charge of the project, and them to come in and be like, all right, well, we aren't going to make any changes, and this is the game, and we're going to go through it. Like, they come in and they need to be creative. They need to change things. It's like with you and Beyond and when we're gone, right? Sure. You're going to come in with a new team and need to make it your own. You can't just be like, well, we'll keep running with everything that's worked for 300.
I'm going to work on my Greg Miller impression.
Exactly. No. You got to come in and do your own thing, and I think that losing all those people basically a year ago, or starting to lose people, mainly Amy this time last year, is like where it all starts, where it's like, I think they redid a lot of that game, and I have no proof. I have, what I mean? Scuttlebutt one day, I'm sure will come surface on everything that happened internally. But for right now, I think that game went through a major overhaul, and I think that that's going to lead to it needing to be pushed.
Then what do you think
No, I mean, I agree. I don't know. I'm sure that they intend to do it. I don't think that it's like that studio is known for crunching. So
if it slips, what's the tentpole PS4 game this fall? Something
we don't know yet. Probably they better hope.
It has to be something we don't know yet because everything we know is coming out the first half of the year.
Yeah, exactly. What would you have in your chamber? Yeah. Hopefully, you think that like we've talked about before, and this sucks because it's not really a thing, but like an Uncharted collection. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't get everybody excited, but it gets some people excited.
Like the Master Chief collection.
It does get you ready for it. But you know what I mean? That wasn't. It's not the exact same thing because like Master Chief was so much. You know what I mean? Over so many generations. Whereas this one's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember those Ape Escapes?
Oh my God! I
don't
remember
think
the
Ape Escapes. There was a boy with a net.
There was a new Ape Escape game like 2010 or 2011.
On PS3?
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's what they were teasing with PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Yep.
That was the chance for everybody to get their own game again. Medieval, the Ape Escapes
didn't work.
I'm surprised they actually haven't gone back to something like Medieval yet, and and really tried to do something. Like you can do something with that.
Oh yeah,
franchise.
absolutely.
You can do something with Ape Escape too.
You can do a lot of things with a lot of things.
Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.